Hi there, and thank you for joining us here at PhillipCapital's Market Watch. I'm Phil Gan, Senior Sales Manager from Phillip Nova. In this episode, I'll be giving an update on the US Federal Reserve's FOMC minutes and its outlook on inflation and interest rates. US stock markets have made some correction in reaction to the Fed's increase in interest rates. As we move in the last quarter of 2022, will the US stock index continue on its path of correction? US headline consumer price inflation was still elevated but came up from recent highs to 8.5% year-on-year in July 2022, from 9.1% year-on-year in June 2022. Core Consumer Price Index (CPI) inflation, which excludes food and energy, remained elevated, holding at 5.9% year-on-year in July 2022, unchanged from June this year. The Fed has lifted its benchmark overnight interest rates by 225 points this year to a target range of 2.25% to 2.5%. Federal Reserve officials maintain their hawkish view and were committed to getting inflation back to its 2% target. Minutes from the July 26 to the 27 meeting has showed. Participants at the session said that for the central bank to scale back on its rate hikes, inflation reports due for release before the next meeting will need to confirm if the pace of price growth will be cooling. In their discussion of risks, the policymakers see risks to inflation remaining on the upside, while the risks to GDP growth remaining on the downside. The next scheduled interest rate announcements for year 2022 are on 21st September, 2nd November, and 14th December of 2022. The Fed has followed up with its forward guidance on interest rate hikes so far. It is highly likely for the forward projection of further interest rate hikes to take place. Currently, the Dow Jones is in the consolidation scenario in the range of 29513 to 34659. In the likely event that the Fed announces further rate hikes in September later this year, a deeper correction in the last quarter of the year will test support levels 26347 and 61.8% Fibonacci retracements down to the level of 25231. The Nasdaq is consolidating in a big range of 11313 to 14457. Upside is limited by resistance level 15,200. If a mild recession begins at the end of this year, we can see the support level 11313 being broken and a deeper correction to test the next support level at 9652. Phillip Nova offers micro indices futures contracts on US market indices including S&P, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones indices. Promotional rate is as low as US dollars $1.30 until the end of this year. Trading stock indices futures allows you to trade both directions of the market. You can choose to short sell if the market undergoes a correction phase using micro futures contracts on Phillip Nova. You can trade these stock indices futures with free market access and no platform fee. So sign up for a free live trading account now. It only takes a few minutes using your SingPass account. There is absolutely no minimum deposit required. And that's all for PhillipCapital's Market Watch. Do remember to like and follow us on social media and subscribe to us on YouTube. Also, tell us what you think. How will the US market fare in 2022? Leave your comments, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon.